Hello YouTube, welcome to Motorcycling with Carl. Gonna be taking you on a little ride through historic South Norwalk today, or Sono as they like to call it. A lot of great places to eat down here, and they just built a huge mall called the Sono Collection. So South Norwalk, Connecticut. Alright, so to start this video out, I gotta give a huge shout out to Ty from Tennessee. Thank you very much for the new swag that you sent me. So your swag today is getting to go for a ride through Sono. So here's the Sono Collection, the new mall they built. I don't know who's building new malls these days, but apparently they are. So go over, check out Ty from Tennessee. He's got a great channel. Awesome, you know, he does great with his editing, and you know, he is a total professional. Go over and check that out. So we're coming into historic South Norwalk now. You'll see a lot of old buildings, a lot of places to eat. Just pretty cool. So the other thing I want to talk about is I'm going to be doing a 5,000 mile service on this bike soon. So I'm going to have a video on that. It's probably going to be out within the next couple of weeks. So you guys can check that out. If you haven't, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell for notifications. So it's pretty cool down here, especially now that everything's opening back up. People are starting to hang out, tons of restaurants. I'm liking it. So one other thing I have to rant about today is it was just my anniversary, 26 years, and I have to say I love my wife so much. I knew the day we started dating that there could never be anybody better than her, and I still feel that way 26 years later. I love you, dear, and wouldn't change anything in my life. Everything is great. So last year, the start of the pandemic, was our 25th wedding anniversary. My son and the family, they had planned they were going to have a surprise party for us for our anniversary. And guess what? That all got canceled. So we still kind of celebrated ourselves, but couldn't go anywhere last year. So this year we said, we'll celebrate together, get to go out, whatever. But turns out my wife had to have surgery too, and it was gonna be, she was having surgery the day after our anniversary. So this is the historic area with all the restaurants here. So I decided, we usually don't exchange gifts or do anything. We used to when we were younger, but nowadays if we want something, we get it. So we usually don't do much. But it was our 26th anniversary. My wife was having surgery the next day, so I decided that I was gonna send my wife a beautiful bouquet of flowers. So I went on the computer and I went to, you know, as a kid growing up, FTD was the big thing. Really don't know what it stands for, but I do now. It stands for forgot to deliver, or forget to deliver. So I went on their website, ordered this huge bouquet of flowers, right? Also added on a box of chocolates, a balloon, was this whole big thing. So I was excited, you know. My wife was a little down. I'm like, this is gonna cheer her up. It's gonna be awesome, because she loves to see the delivery truck come and everything, more than me hand delivering them. She, you know, she likes to get a delivery of flowers. It's nice. So the next day I'm at work checking my emails and everything. I get an email that says, your flowers are en route. They're out for delivery. So it was like 10 o'clock in the morning. So I'm pretty excited. I'm like, 10 o'clock, she's gonna have them. She's home. I made sure she was home for the day. So I'm waiting and waiting because I know I'd get a text to be like, oh, I got the flowers. They're beautiful. So the day goes on. I don't get the text saying she got the flowers. So I get home. And when I get home, I get another email. Your flowers have been delivered. And I'm like, what? I'm home. There's no flowers here. No flowers have been delivered. So I called, and the people at FTD say to me, oh, you know, sometimes as they're taking them out the door, they'll go on the computer and say, oh, they're delivered. I'm like, that's not right. They shouldn't do that till they're delivered. And the lady's like, oh, but that's the way they do it. And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of bull. She's like, I guarantee you, it was 3:50 when I got that email. She's like, they have till 8 o'clock to deliver. I guarantee you they'll be there, this, that, the other thing. So I called again at like 7 o'clock, and the lady's like, I guarantee you they're gonna be there. And I'm like, oh my God, this is terrible. So 8 o'clock came, I call back, and they're like, oh, sorry. They're like, you know, we'll get them there tomorrow, and we'll give you a $25 credit toward your next purchase. I'm like, oh my God, I blew my top. Let me interrupt the story for a second. This is where I'm working currently on these apartments here. Me and my partner are doing the service in there. So yeah, so I absolutely blew my top. I'm like, $25 credit? Are you out of your mind? I says, these things should be free, and you should be sending the most giant bouquet you've ever seen in your life to make up for this. I'm like, this is absolutely ridiculous. So after I blew my top, the guy goes back to his supervisor and is like, comes back and goes, oh yeah, we're gonna give you a credit, and we'll still send out the flowers tomorrow. So I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right. So I did get the credit, so I will say that, but I did not ever receive any flowers. So FTD forgot to deliver. So do me a favor, guys. If you're a little older like me and you think FTD is, you know, still great flower place and everything, let me tell you, they suck ass. Don't ever use them. And I'm gonna say they suck ass. So, to my wife, I'm very sorry you didn't get your flowers. I love you. You are the best thing that ever happened to me. Even though you don't really like motorcycles, you tolerate me on my motorcycle and my YouTube channel and all of that good stuff. You support me. You are the best. I love you. So there's the Norwalk Harbor. Really nice down here, guys. If you're ever in the area, Connecticut, South Norwalk down here, the Sono area, come down. You know, you get good food, you can hang out. There's the Maritime Aquarium. So that's right down there also. You can park in one garage and, you know, do a bunch of stuff down there. It's pretty cool. But the one thing you don't want to do, guys, is order flowers from FTD. Oh man, want to talk about crap? That's it. I can't get over it. just can't get over it. I did fill out a survey they sent too. Told them everything that happened and never received the flowers, so let's see if anything happens from filling out the survey. Alright, so I'm going to show you a couple other little things here before I do my sign off. There's a little old-fashioned hot dog stand right there called Overton's. Really cool food. We got an old ice cream parlor here called Mr. Frosty's. Great ice cream. It's always really busy. So come check out South Norwalk. Hope you enjoy. So that does it for this rant in this video. So Ty from Tennessee, thank you for the swag. And till next time, this is Carl saying laugh a lot, be nice, and stay safe.